What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's going to be a walk around of everything that's been done to the car. I realized I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I have done quite a few more mods to this car since the last time I've done it. I think the last time I did a walk around of the car was maybe 2 years ago. I'm not sure. And ironically, this is the exact same spot that I was able to do it from before. I am going to go over the stuff that I have done to the car since day one. I'll try to remember to tell you guys exactly where I got it, since you guys are always asking me where I got my wheels, where did I get this, where did I get my hood. I'm going to talk about all that stuff, okay? So let's go ahead and start with the outside. And another thing, before we continue on with the video, I got a surprise for you at the end. Now, to start off, I'm sure you guys are noticing I'm lowered. I got the car brand new. The first mod I did to the car actually was lower it. I am on the Eibach lowering springs, the Sportlines. I haven't had any issues with it. It's been great. Honestly, it rides almost as how it did stock. Just gave it a really good aggressive look. And the lowering springs, I got them off of their website from Eibach. I was thinking about getting the Pro Kit or the D2s, but honestly, I feel like the Sportlines are just a perfect drop all the way around, and I do not rub the tires and the wheels. I am on Extreme Contact Sport 2s. They are 255 by 35. The wheels that I have are the Enkei TS5s, 18 by 9.5 plus 38 offset. With the wheels, I actually got these off of kseriespro.com. I think that's what the website is. When I was looking around for the wheels, I really liked how these ones look, and the fact that for the price that would you pay for them, I want to say when I got them, they were about maybe $230 to $240 a wheel. So I think I paid roughly just under or just over $1,000. My math isn't mathing right now. But for the price and how they look, I feel like they did a really good job. The tires, I actually got these from TireRack.com because they were doing a $200 rebate, and so it was kind of a no-brainer for me to be able to get these tires on the car for $200 off. So that's wheels, tires, and suspension. Let's go ahead and talk about the lip kits. So the front lip that I have right here, it is a Type R style carbon front lip. I got it from ABS Dynamics. And moving on to the rear real quick, I'll talk about the side in a bit. At the same time, I saw that ABS Dynamics had a Type R rear diffuser in carbon action. So the rear matches the front, and it definitely brings out the rear of the car by like a lot. Since we're still gonna be on the rear, I'm sure you guys noticed my wing gurney flap. It is from Caruse Design. What's nice about this is that this company makes it for the coupe, the hatchback, the sedan, the Type R, and for other generations of Civics. And all it is a gurney flap. So let me see if I can show you. All it is just hooked on right here. Not hooked on, but like with the 3M tape. And it just hooks on. It kind of like scoops it from the rear. Definitely does give it a better look of the car, at least in my perspective. And to be honest, I think I like this because I'm a huge fan of duckbills. And I know this is not a duckbill wing. It does have like a cool duckbill style to it because it flows up. And I really think it complements the rear really, really well. As a matter of fact, the whole car. So when you see it from the back, pretty aggressive. Like, it kind of matches it, black on white. And then seeing it from an angle, I guess you can say from the front, it looks pretty good. I really like how that brought out the car from the rear. I also have these wing stabilizers on the car. Obviously, stabilizes the wing. I've noticed that when I would be driving on the freeway, the wing would actually like flap a little bit. So these stabilizers actually helped out in more than just looks. I mean, I do like how it looks, just like how it is. With all this together, the rear just got brought out. And I believe I got them from SkiProductions. Real quick, I'm gonna move back up to the front. The rear emblem, it is a real JDM Type R emblem. A real, not rear, real. The reason why I say that is because for a coupe, the front and the rear are the same size. So when I bought these emblems, I bought two for the front. It's the same size. I got these off of edgeautosports.com. My side skirts, or side skirt extensions, I guess is what you would say, VentusAutoWorks. So I had these on my 8th gen Civic Si, and I really liked how they look. So I decided to check online and see if they made it for the 10th, and they do. It is the right length all around. I did have to drill underneath it, and I did use some 3M tape, but I haven't had any issues with it, and it's been sticking no matter how fast, or how, I guess you can say, aggressive I drive. And it's been fine. I've had these for what, almost 2 years now? VentusAutoWorks.com, and they have them for different cars as well. I do also have these carbon fiber style pillars on the side of the car. Synthcarbon.com. We got a couple more things on the outside. Believe it or not, my side marker, Amazon, it is a little faded, so I am possibly in the market of getting some new side markers. I don't know yet, but they're fine. And these were just plug and play. I didn't have to switch out a light bulb or anything because they're not really LEDs. They still use the same light bulbs, but I mean, they're fine, better than the orange ones. And a license plate relocator. I used, and I swear, I went on eBay, typed in JDM license plate relocator, and this bracket popped out. So I made a whole video about how to install this, but it's hanging from right here. Like, look at that. I have it at a specific angle to where the fog light doesn't get covered. And then when you look at it, it's at a slight, like, you know what I mean? It's at a slight degree angled, but it doesn't bug me at all. I actually got quite used to it. And when I move these over, bumperplugs.com. And when you buy them, honestly, I think these are like 30-40 bucks for both of them, but it's the exact match of the bumper that you have. So all I did was plug these in, and I didn't have the hole there anymore. Now the last thing on the exterior of the car, OEM Type R Hood. Yes, this is an OEM Type R Hood. And let me show you. When I got this hood, I got it used on OfferUp. Some local guy in Los Angeles was selling it for about $450, $550. And then the next thing I did was I got it paint matched, because the championship white and the white pearl are two different paint colors. Mine has a flake, it's like white pearl, and the Type R is championship white, so it's like a stronger white. So when you look underneath it, it's not the same white as it is. I actually just paint matched the top. I thought the top was just necessary. I didn't feel like the bottom was necessary to do. And when I got this installed, I had Emmanuel, aka K20 on motor, hooked this up for me, and he pretty much modified the latch to make it fit so that it actually fits perfectly on here. So the hood fits perfectly, no matter if it's a coupe, sedan, Civic, hatch, whatever the case is. So long as you modify the latch on the top and a little bit on the bottom, it's gonna fit. And sticking to the hood, I did have the white OEM hood scoop. That's also paint matched as well. But I had an awesome opportunity to be sponsored by Synth Carbon, who hooked it up with the side pillars. He also hooked it up with the OEM Type R carbon scoop. And let me tell you, I love how it looks all together. Believe that's all cosmetically done to the car. Now let's move on to the fun part, the performance. The car is full bolt-on, and I'm gonna go into detail with what's done to it. I'm sure you were able to notice it from the front. It has a 271 intercooler. I've always been a big fan of stealth, and I love how the black intercooler is really stealthy with it, and it has the white logo. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it just matches with the car, but considering the car is white. I feel like any color would have matched really well with it, but where I'm getting at is I'm just a big fan of 271. I felt like this was a really good intercooler for the market. And to pair up the intercooler, I do have the 271 turbo inlet piping with the race MAF and their 271 cold air intake. And with the intake, yes, you do get some whoosh sound, but I'm gonna be honest, the PRL is a lot louder than this. But I do like the fact that this intake is technically like considered like a hybrid version of it, because there is a funnel that goes all the way to the bottom and it sucks in the air. So I haven't had any real heat soak with the car. I haven't had any real issues with it. My air temps haven't really risen, I guess, because of the intercooler or because of the prints. Like, I don't know, there's just so much more in-depth technological with it. But I will tell you that I don't have any issues with my setup so far. Now right here, you can't really see it maybe, but I do have a Catted Downpipe and a Frontpipe, and I actually got it from Rv6 Downpipe and Frontpipe combo. And to pair up the downpipe, I have the full race catback exhaust, and it is 3 inches as well. Sticking underneath the hood, I do have the 271 Strut Bar tower. This was originally orange, and the only reason why I got this Strut Bar was because a subscriber reached out to me and said, hey, I'm selling mine, do you want to buy it? He gave me a really good price, and I said, sure, why not? And my boy was able to powder coat it black for me, so I didn't want to have an orange Strut Bar. I just wanted to keep it the same color as everything else. I was thinking about doing red, but Black just looks a lot more sleeker and it's a lot more stealthier, I guess. And the last thing underneath the hood, I do have a flex fuel kit. Now, what's holding all this power down on the car, guys, is a Type R retrofit clutch from NA Performance. Again, Emmanuel helped me out and I got it done at his shop. And in case you guys are wondering, I don't know if you guys missed it on the other video, but I do have an ARP Head Stud kit that Emmanuel also installed for me. So all the necessary precautions done to the car, other than building the motor and building the transmission, has pretty much been done. Now, with all these mods done to the car, flex fuel kit, California, we only have 91, so I'm rocking 91 octane with a blend of E85 to make approximately E30 on the car. I do have a custom tune. I am tuned from Derek Robinson, and when I dynoed this car on E30, the car made 263 wheel horsepower and 315 foot-pounds of torque, and that's to the front wheels. Honestly, that's really not a lot. Considering an E-tune, you are limited when it comes to making power on the car, but it is just as reliable. Definitely would consider doing a dyno tune, but an E-tune is just as good if you're just trying to get something out of the car and you're not trying to get high numbers. Does that make sense? Plenty of people have done E-tunes with him, plenty of people have done remote tuning with him, and plenty of people have actually done dyno tunes with him. Every dyno reads differently. When I got this dynoed with Bruno, it was on a dyno pack, I believe, so the car was hooked on with the hubs. See, so just so you guys can see it, Ktuner, I do have it on the left side, mounted on. Interior, red JDM emblem. I have some carbon accents on the steering wheel. I do have the hybrid racing shifter with the hybrid racing shift collar boot. With the hybrid racing short shifter kit, I have it on the lower setting, so it's not as short as it should be. No complaints on that. Feels great and wonderful. I know what you guys are thinking. Tony, what's next for the car? Are you gonna do coilovers? Are you gonna go bigger turbo? Somebody thought I was going PPG gears. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I have the next mod already. It's in the trunk of the car, and I'm gonna show you what it is. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys had a really good hint for a day or two on what's the next thing that's gonna happen to the car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you. Yes, I finally did it. Big turbo's coming for the car. I actually ended up going with the Rv6 365 drop-in turbo kit. This is actually batch number 3 from Rv6, and this has the same characteristics of the Gen 2 turbo kit that PRL used to offer. With this turbo kit, so much R&D has been going on with the R365 Black Edition. Everyone that's had this kit loves it. Now, it is a drop-in kit. So what that means is it comes with all the necessary hardware, even a lanyard, cool, that you need, to the part where you just need to drop it into the car, get a tune, and you are set. But just look at this, man. Like, I'm very curious to see, here we go, how much different of a size it is next to my stock turbo. Like, I've seen the stock turbo and it definitely is a little bit smaller than this. But this is gonna be fun. And this is a new kit, guys. I did not buy this used. This is, if not, probably the most expensive thing I've bought in for the car to date. So now you guys know there is a big turbo coming for the car. It's gonna be installed. I just have to find the time when to do it. And the tune, I am gonna be going again with an E-tune from Derek Robinson. I haven't had any complaints with the last one. Honestly, I'm very excited to see how much different the car is going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys made it to the end, and I hope you guys are excited just as much as I am. I will see you guys in another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a good day. Peace.